I'm here at St. Joseph Church with Judy Owiguno, who is about to head back to Kenya after 15 years in the United States. Judy, I asked you this earlier in conversation. What brought you to the United States in the first place?
I came for the adventure and mostly school, because I know the Massachusetts has a very good college system. And so I was accepted, and so when I got the opportunity, I couldn't let it go. I came.
Now, one of the things we talked about today was your parents were worried when you came to America that it would be hard on your faith. America has a reputation of being a country that's not as faithful as it once was, but you said you're coming back home a stronger Catholic than you came. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, well, when I did come here, I wanted to explore everything, meaning going out and doing different things, and some of it involved going to the parties and the clubs, and yes, that was the wild side because I didn't have that in Kenya as much. But what happened was, over the years, because I've been here a couple years, but what happened was when I would go to church, I'd also meet a lot of people who are grounded in the faith, and those people are kind of the quiet ones. They walk strongly inside the church, but not out there. So the more I got to know people and talk to them, they would invite me to different smaller groups, for instance, Divine Mercy prayer groups, rosary groups, and then I started working as a lecturer, as a lecturer and altar server. And with that, I actually developed in faith. And I learned that the American people are actually very strong in faith, and they practice their faith. And so that made me grow and become a better person. And I'm going back as a stronger Catholic than I was coming in here.
Now,
I went full circle.
Now, will you be planning on being active in the faith in Kenya? Is that what you're planning on doing?
One of the things I learned about, from being here is how people are. They don't only just preach, but they practice, and they do it in very menial things. Like, for instance, if they think that there needs to be a crocheting group, so they make these afghans and they take them to the shelters, or we'll have a food pantry. So I find that a lot of people are active in what they do, and so that makes me, which is just a slightly different from Kenya. Kenya, they get together and they pray very, very much, but sometimes they fear to be, start groups, and that they can go into the community and serve. So they're there, but not too many people take the initiative to start one, which I found here. Once you have a good idea, you take the initiative and you go ahead and do it. So that's why I want to go back home and help out.
Now, I belong to a church that is primarily from Italian immigrants who would come here. St. Joseph's is a church that was formed by primarily French. So there were, in a way, it was almost tribal in the sense that you went to the church from your own nationality that came here. You mentioned that Kenya has quite a few tribes. When you're back in Kenya, will you be ministering specifically in your own tribe? Will you be ministering across tribes? Or is that a hard thing to do?
What happens is, usually where you land, you establish yourself from there. So where I go, I'm going to be among the Kikuyu people because that's where my family is from. And the church that I go to, majority are probably the Kikuyu. But definitely my goal is to reach out. It doesn't matter which tribe, where you're from, which part of the country you're from. I want to help out anyone and everyone that I can.
Now, you're a nurse. Will you be doing nursing back in Kenya too?
I will continue doing the nursing and mix it together with kind of bring the Divine Mercy to the patients that I help out, and just pretty much to anybody. That's what I would love to.
Now, what's the town in Kenya that you're going to be? I know it's outside of Nairobi, but what's the actual name of the town again?
Well, we have different names. Nyali is the part of the town that it's called, but it's kind of hard to name them because we're so close to each other. So, but mostly it's Nyali, which is about I would say half an hour from Nairobi City.
Now, I know you said you have family both here and there, so you'll probably be visiting. If there's one thing that you're going to miss about being in the U.S., what do you think it's going to be? I mean, you can say the Red Sox if you like, if you've been around here. That'll make you a lot of friends. But
I think even just talking about the Red Sox and all the sports that are out there, but mainly what I will miss, and this you can take my word for this, the people, the American people are just fun-loving people, welcoming people. They just take someone from a different culture, and they'll just embrace you and try to learn from you. And I love that about the American people. I will miss that greatly.
Well, America is richer for having had you. So we wish you a lot of luck heading home. And when will you be leaving? About a week from now?
6.
Well, we're going to be sorry to lose you, but it'll be a great gain for your homeland. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much.